We got
So
Ethan in the chats. What's up, Ethan? If you're still hanging around, Ethan's asking, do you guys know of any recruitment websites for cruise ships where I can upload my resume? Just to jump in there real quick, Ethan, the best thing I would recommend you do is to actually go to the cruise ship website. So if you want to work for Royal, go to the Royal Caribbean
mhm.
website, look at what jobs they're offering currently, which is probably going to be a lot. And you can actually upload your resume there, find out. There's a lot of information just on the website.
What does he want to do? Does
Well,
he
that's the
say?
thing. Yeah, he's not. He hasn't been specific about what he wants to do, and I feel like a lot of the, and I'll be transparent here, is that a lot of the people who ask me, because I get this question a lot, like, can you help me get on cruise ships? How can I get on cruise ships? Where can I do this? How can I do that? And so that's a very good question that you're asking right now. Is that I think everybody should be very specific and intentional about their desires to work on a cruise ship. If you want to work on a cruise ship, it shouldn't just be, well, I just want to get on a cruise ship. Narrow it down to what you want to do.
Yeah, because they might have a rude awakening when they find out the work hours.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you want to
depending
be like
what
a
depending what you're doing, you know what I mean. Do you remember that guy? Were you on? I think his name was Carl, and he
yes, American Carl
I, yeah, like the most positive human being on planet Earth. I don't know.
as a waiter. He was a waiter.
Was he? Yeah.
Yeah,
And then he was like always in a really good mood, and he would work like all day, every day.
yeah. I
And
still
it's
talk to him
amazing
every
because
now
he
and
was
then.
American, right?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so it was like blew everyone's mind that this American would work a job that is so much harder because usually those jobs are filled up by people who actually have work ethic. No, sorry. But, but did you know on the what's it called? Well, it doesn't. We don't have to name the line, but this
Sure.
cruise line I used to work for years ago, they have all their ships in the fleet, and then they have one ship that is in Hawaii, and it is just with crew that are from America.
Holland, America.
So all these jobs, all the rules are kind of different. Like I think you can only
Yeah.
work 8 hours a day instead
Yep.
of like I think 23 and a half. Like they have something. But
Yeah.
anyway, so when you'd be walking down like the I-95
Yeah.
on the ship that I was on, they would have this big sort of magnetic board with like waves with a magnet of each with each ship in their fleet with like a score, the what's that score called? It's like the overall customer satisfaction from like 0 to like 100, right?
Yeah.
And each ship would be like on their water wave, like further along depending what their ratings are, right?
Right.
And every friggin' week, the one that was all Americans doing the job was dead last.
Oh.
Like the service was clearly, like they're probably like, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do. So the the ship would probably it's pretty brutal to work on because what it's like if you're on a cruise ship and the ratings are bad, everybody starts to freak out.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Well, especially for being from the entertainment department.
Yeah.
Like our whole department is based on ratings. I mean, a lot of departments are based on ratings, but ours is like solely based
Yeah.
on ratings.
Mm. I've always been really lucky. Like I always get on a team that happens to be really good and the ratings are always good, so it's usually like pretty easy sailing.
Mm-hmm.
I've joined a ship before, and then like the ratings are like brutal, and then there'll be a turnover, and then somehow I get lucky again, and then it all gets put back up, and then life gets pretty chill.
Sure.
But yeah,
I'm sure the
they
ships
start
notice
to
that.
sweat a lot when those ratings go down.
Right.
But sometimes I feel like there's innovating for ratings, and at the same time I feel like sometimes we might be striving for like this unattainable goal of what pleasing people, you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they're always striving for like, yeah, we got to get to gold. Yeah, because for those who don't know, and correct me if I'm wrong. It was like red, green, and then gold. Is that?
Platinum was
Oh,
the
okay.
if we're platinum, and then it's like considered really good. So,
Right.
but
At least for celebrity,
yeah,
because that's the only ship,
yeah,
cruise line I've been on. But yeah, they were always saying like, yeah, and here's where we are, and they would have those entertainment department meetings and
mhm.
talk about how we can get to different ratings. But yeah,
Yeah.
so
I try to stop caring about those because then I actually feel like I'm doing a worse job in a sense because then like you're taking that to heart, like someone actively disliked you.
yeah, no, I remember there was this one time you even mentioned you were like, I actually really I would prefer somebody either told me I was really good or they really
Yeah,
didn't like me,
I
but
remember having this conversation.
yeah, you were like some people that come up to me and they're just like, yeah, that's pretty good,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like pretty
that's
good.
the
What
worst.
the hell does that mean?
Yeah, it's the worst. When someone says you're pretty good, it's so much more insulting than someone says like you're terrible or obviously that they think you're amazing is a nice compliment. But if someone says you're terrible, then you go, oh, well, they're either crazy or I'm just not their thing categorically. But when you're pretty good, they know what you're shooting for, and you didn't hit the target.
Yeah, yeah,
Then I feel like a
exactly.
giant failure. But they've always been pretty nice. I've been really fortunate. I remember once I read in the like I don't really read the comments very often, and I
That's
think
good.
one of the worst that I ever got was like it like haunts me. It's not even that bad, but just the way they said it was so funny. They're just like they were like naming all the people on the ship, and they're like, this act was really good. This act was really good, and they're like Michael Redenau, he failed to impress.
I think you showed me that. I feel like because for those of you who don't know, I guess depending on the ship you're on, sometimes they print out the comments
They
that
stopped
guests
doing
will
that
have.
though,
Oh, did they? How long ago did they stop doing that?
like at least 2 years ago.
Oh, okay, that's good because comments
Because I
can
don't
be
think it's good for
really
morale.
negative. No.
Because, like, much like life, people who are negative are louder than people who are positive.
And it's so much
So,
easier.
like, it's so much easier to, like, rag on somebody. So, a lot of the comments can be filled with people that are just like, you need to do this, you need to do that. And
Yeah.
then, if you have this thing on the I-95, which anyone who's listening doesn't know what that is, it's like a big hallway down the middle of the ship where they post things for work or whatever. Um, yeah, and I think if you go and it's like, so and so did a terrible job at dinner, they're not
Not
going to be
once did he
very
play
excited
Sweet
to go to work.
Caroline.
Yeah, we've been going to Michael's Club, and the guy with the voice, the one that like sounds like a cat screeching, and then now for the rest of your life you just like think that you're awful.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, do I sound like that? Oh.
Yeah.